Alright, let's hop right back into it, shall we, folks? Time to look around a little more. Nope, not that way. Granny Riddleton's. Right, we need to check Granny Riddleton's, don't we? I totally forgot. Alright, numbered cards. We're 63. 25 picarets. Cards labeled 1 through 6 are arranged in order as shown below. Rearrange them so that they satisfy the following conditions. Some of the numbers in the top row must be 1 less than some of the numbers in the bottom row. The 2 cards in the right column must add up to 5. So it's either 3 and 2 or 4 and 1. The 5 card must be the immediate left of the 4 card. So that means 4 cannot be on the left side. 1 card must be placed in the left column. Okay, so if that was the case, does this satisfy all those conditions just as is? 7, 10, 9, 11. Satisfies condition 1. 2 cards add up 5. 5 is on the immediate left of the 4. 1 is placed in the left. Wow!
Just leave it to me.
Whoops!
That was almost too easy.
Good job! This is one of those puzzles where the answer becomes clear as long as you remember the following hints you're given. You got a new hamster toy. Use this surprise box to help get your hamster in shape. I don't need any more hamster toys. Alright, puzzle number 115. Tricky digits with 40 picarets. This is gonna suck! 2 cards sit on the table. Each has a different single-digit number written on it. Okay. When set side by side, they form a 2-digit number. Then by flipping their order, you get another 2-digit number. Adding the totals from these 2 2-digit numbers gives you one of the totals shown below. Which one is it? It could be 44. Because if both numbers are just 2. It doesn't say they're 2 different numbers. Yes, they are. Each has a different single-digit number. Okay. So we know for a fact that it can't be 44. Do we? No, because 31 and 13 could equal 44. 31 plus 13... Wow, so it is 44.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Good job! 12 plus 21 equals 33. 35 plus 53 equals 88. As you can see, the sum of the two two-digit numbers where inverted digits is always a multiple of 11. So the 6 options presented, the only multiple of 11 is 44. Oh, that's one way to look at it too. Yeah, I should have done that. Well, that wasn't too hard. Bye, Riddleton.
Hey guys, what you doing here?
Hello, little boy. We're looking for bits of a torn photo. Have you seen any pieces around?
Yeah, the wind blew this thing by me. Is this what you're looking for? I normally go all about finders keepers, but I'll give it to you if you solve this puzzle.
Puzzle 101, Disappearing Act 1. Puzzles worth 30 picarets. Here's a classic puzzle. The rules are simple. You can move any ball on the board below as long as it satisfies the following conditions. To move, jump your selected ball over an adjacent space occupied by another ball into an empty space on the other side. You can't jump diagonally. Once you've made the jump, the ball you jumped disappears on the board. Complete the puzzle, you must remove all balls from the board except for 1. Okay, enough rules. Try for yourself. That was easy.
This should do the trick. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Well done. This is one configuration of puzzle known as peg solitaire. As the name suggests, the traditional version of the game is played with pegs that you insert into holes in the game board.
Oh, I get it now. Thanks for your help, guys. Here's that thing you wanted. You know, there used to be lots more people in Folsom's back in the day. Then everyone left.
We're taking another break from running back and forth?
No! Stop it! I don't want it. I don't want it. H face. Hey, whatever you do, don't play in the forest at the edge of town.
Why is that?
It's what I heard from people who went treasure hunting at the Dusty Castle outside of town. They also said the vampire with big fangs lives up there. Yikes!
Oh, are you talking about the vampire who's rumored to live up in Hurston Castle?
Well, gosh, if you knew what I was talking about, why'd you make me explain it? Anyway, even though the whole fang thing sounds creepy, the whole vampire is nothing to be scared of. As long as you have a cross and some garlic, you're good to go. Actually, I bet even a hunk of garlic bread would do the trick.
Really?
Oh yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah, I mean to ask you too, do you know what this is? The wind blew it over here earlier. I sure do. What's the photograph we're looking for? Well, you should have it. I was just gonna throw it away.
My kid voices are better than some of my adult voices. And my kid voices are... Thank you, Hamlet. And my kid voices are still crap. As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. Got a vintage puzzle I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen. We'd be honored to hear it. Wonderful. This puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display right over there. Puzzle number 64, Stones in a Vase. 20 picarets. This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. You'll put this blindfold on, reach in, and pull out as many stones as you'd like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you receive a number of gold pieces equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of removing equal stones while getting the most money possible? This is not a math problem, this is a logic problem. And as a logic problem, you could just take out one white stone and dump the rest on the floor. Say, these are the ones I removed. And then put the white stone back. But you'd be blindfolded, of course. And they're identical in size and feel. So what are you trying to tell me? The stones are the same size and feel, but I have no way to tell them apart by removing them. Pocketing these coins is just around 50%. There's no way of ensuring you'll win the coins. So you might as well take out 100. If it's a 50-50 shot anyway. Yeah, if no matter what you do, it's a 50-50 shot. Just pull out 100.
Have it.
Well done. If you remove 100 stones from the vase, only one will remain inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you successfully remove 50 of each color. Of course, removing just 2 stones would give you the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones, but the amount of money you receive as successfully removing 100 stones dwarfs the reward you would receive for only 2 stones. Deftly solved. You're quite the sharp one, aren't you? That's what they tell me. At least except for that one guy whose puzzle I refuse to solve because he's a jerk. Luke, is that another fragment from a missing photograph I see? 2 more scraps to go. You're in Thorson's now, kids, so go on and dream big, because anything's possible here. And we welcome you newcomers with a little riddle. Celebrates a plaza like the one you and I are standing in now. I have no idea what voice to give to that guy. Number 60, Plaza Puzzle, worth 25 picarets. There's a big old statue in the middle of the plaza. When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks kinda like a donut-like in shape. What you gotta do is divide this donut plaza into 2 identically shaped parts using only 1 line. Well, before you get any big ideas, the dotted line shown before won't cut it because it's actually 2 lines. Divided into two identically shaped parts using only one line. That shouldn't be possible. Should it? Wait, is the dragon on the ground supposed to matter? No. It doesn't say it has to be a straight line. In the example illustration, the plaza has been divided by two lines, which makes the answer invalid. The fact that you need to use a single line to answer the problem is key. Since you can only use one line, you know you won't be able to solve this one by drawing lines through the middle of the plaza, right? I think I'm onto something. Because if it's making... See how it's a black mark instead of the normal mark? That's important. If it was like a red mark, that would mean it would make me take like specific points and right angles and that kind of nonsense. But because it's black, it expects me to use an unusual shape for the line. Because it's a circle, it doesn't matter which side I come in from. The dotted line there, that's to help me. I think that's to help me make this cut work and more effective. But see, that doesn't work. Even if you could avoid drawing your line through the center of the plaza, no single straight line will divide the plaza into two pieces that are same shape. By the way, did you notice the goal here isn't to make two pieces that are same size, but merely the same shape? Keep that in mind. Same size, it doesn't matter. Only the same shape.
And now to test my theory.
It said donut-like. I'm supposed to make a donut hole.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
I think I just didn't draw that correctly. I think I just need to make the penmanship better, so to speak. No, restart. Let's try it again. Let's try again. Let's follow this. There. Hopefully that'll work.
Consider this puzzle solved.
No?
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
What am I missing? Moving trouble, you should know the single line you need to draw is a circle. The only remaining question is where to place so that the two pieces of the plaza have the same shape and are directly proportional to one another. Let's try outlining it a bit, then restart. Is this really just a matter of my penmanship sucking, or am I overthinking the problem? Let's see if that works.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay, that was the problem. I understand now.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
It'll explain it in a sec, I'm sure. Nice. If you draw a circle around the plaza about 1/3 of the way out from the middle, your line will divide the donut into two identically shaped figures that are directly proportional. In geometrical terms, shapes like these are known as similar figures. See, the donut hole that was being created by the statue in the middle needed to also be in the middle circle. That was the problem I was making. I was treating the statue as if it was part of the circle, when technically it's not. It's an empty part in the middle. You're not supposed to count the statue. Lots of folks come to Florson's dreaming of fame and glory, but you guys seem different. Take it from someone who's been around the block. Stay away from the woods northwest of town. Sorry if you hear some whining. My parents' dog is being a drama queen. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Drama queen. Professor, the train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. And it seems we have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. I guess so. Okay, let's keep looking. Well, that was ominous music. Let's go inside the hotel, just in case. Huh? Where's Flora? Ah, you startled me! Where did you get off to, Flora? Me, Come now, Luke. A gentleman never forces the lady to say more than she wants to. Oops, of course. Where are my manners? Sorry, Flora. Don't give it a second thought. Say, how'd your investigation go? Did you find anything more about the Elysium box? A bit, but nothing concrete. What we need is more time to comb the area for clues. We could be quite a while, so if you feel tired, go ahead and turn in, dear. I will. I sure hope you two find good solid leads soon. Ah, roses are like living gems. They smell so nice. While we're on the subject of flowers, Luke, why don't you give this puzzle a shot? Puzzle number 62. Smell the rose again. 40 picarets. Nothing smells quite like as sweet as fresh-cut roses. Can you help freshen up the whole room with their fragrance? Tap a square styles to place rose. The fragrance of each rose reaches two spaces in all directions but can't penetrate walls. If the fragrance of two or more roses overlaps, rules will be overpowering. Make sure to keep your roses spaced out. Remove existing rose. Tap again. We've done this puzzle before, actually. Alright, so that obviously doesn't work. So let's move you. Oopsies. Okay, move you. Move you. No. That works, though. We haven't done this exact puzzle before, I should say. But we've done a puzzle like this. This is where it gets complicated. See the problem here? This was much easier the first time. Alright, so these I'm pretty sure are okay. This I'm pretty sure is okay. That would mean that would have to be there. And that doesn't work, does it? Alright, let's put you there. Maybe that'll help. See, that does help. No. No, see, this is a problem, though. Now I can't fix this area. So let's get rid of you. Do that. No. No. Alright, let's do stuff like this. Like, put stuff in corners so that it takes up as little room as possible. This won't work, though, because then it goes over both these areas. So this has to be it. There. Okay, so part of the logic of this problem is you can't have something... Say if I put here, look how far that spreads out. Our goal here is to make it spread out as little as possible. That can't go there. That goes there, though. And that goes there. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. But this area is a huge problem. See, look at this. This is all sorts of issues. Okay, that works. This does not. This area does not. Unless I do that!
Let's see if this works. That was almost too easy.
Those ruses in place, the whole room is smelling great before you know it.
There we are, this place that takes care of this puzzle.
Nothing creates a feeling of tranquility room quite like a fresh bouquet.
I'll say those flowers in the Military Express Deluxe room sure made me feel relaxed.
Ah yes, the ones that the conductor placed in the rooms were nice. Of course, it's so obvious. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it until now.
What do you mean, Professor?
Luke, think back when the train car switched tracks. Can you remember anything?
Well, honestly, I don't remember much. Everything's kind of foggy since I dozed off during all that.
I think they're figuring out the flowers are probably what caused me to fall asleep. Of course you did. The sudden sleepiness we experienced was no coincidence. Furthermore, I don't believe it was mere chance that we awoke upon our arrival in Florence. No, I'd say our little nap was part of a larger plan.
What plan would that be?
Were I to venture a guess, I'd say those roses Sammy planted around our train to knock us out.
Then while everyone was asleep, they switched tracks.
Precisely, my boy, and at that point one car split off. I wager that only those riding the deluxe rail car were taken to Florence. Hey, coin. Hey, coin. Hey, coin. Okay, 3 coins found.
I'll be here resting. You two be careful out there.
You will, Flora. You do feel better soon. Alright, well, that was a good amount of information. Don't suppose you found anything? You guys understand, this restaurant has a long tradition of serving Florence elite. That's why it's my duty as doorman to keep out folks who don't follow the dress code. I've ruined 3 rolls of films today while trying to develop them, and frankly have got me irked. Or perhaps it's simply that I've run out of coffee today. You sound like you could use a cup of tea. It might take the edge off things for you. That sounds wonderful. I'll be most grateful if you give me a cup. I'm not picky. Make the tea that's both a little bitter and a little sweet, and I'll be a happy man. Leave it to me, sir. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Ah, now that hit the spot. A smile spreads across Joseph's face. He seems refreshed and cheerful. My goodness, tea this good almost makes me consider trading in my coffee mug for a teacup. You're too kind, sir. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it. In truth, the reason I've been down is because every photo I've taken recently has come out strange. Things that shouldn't be there show up. Funny, I never had a problem like this back in the day. It's just like our photos. No one in town wants to go near the forest lately. Path up the Hosen Castle, but the gate leading there is locked. Oh wait, that dude needed tea too. Wait, so it's only temporary? They don't stay needing tea? It's only... weird. Now she needs tea. Oh, now this is discouraging? What seems to be the matter? What seems to be the matter? Well, pancakes are good for the soul. Their syrup just wreaks havoc on your complexion. Nonsense, madam. You look lovely.
Just look at this skin. It's dull, dull, dull.
Well, if it's troubling you that much, may I suggest a cup of radiance-boosting tea?
Really? You'd be my hero if you could make something like that. After all, worrying about my skin is going to make it worse.
Right. So we do have tea that's good for the skin. Crushing and purifying, great for the skin. So let's say 2 sour and an oasis leaf. skin, grip the skin. And relaxing. I don't already have the right kind of tea made, do I? I doubt it. Okay, I'm just grasping at straws here. This is dumb. If I can't get advice on how to make the tea from people in the game, then I don't really care. Now, I've already been all over here looking for scraps. Maybe I need to talk to some people. Don't plan on visiting, though. The curator, Greenco, is almost over there. You ever have a place open? Consider yourself lucky. Yes, we noticed. We were hoping to visit, but the museum was closed when we passed by. Word is, the museum owner ordered Greenco to lock the place up and run around town to find something. The owner, you said. You happen to know who this person is? Of course, everyone does. Same fellow who owns the Military Express, if you can believe it. Maybe building museums is some weird hobby for the rich, but it seems like a waste to me. It would seem Mr. Belonga owns not only the Military Express, but the Herzen Museum as well. Weird. What use would Mr. Beluga have for a little museum like that? Who can say? For now, it's clear that Mr. Beluga may have ties to the Herzens we's kept quiet about. Done jawing at each other, you two? Then look over here at this trash I picked up at the ground. Oh, that's the scrap of the photo. You were looking for this thing? Then take it back already. Here, it's all yours. One more to go. You don't suppose to have another one, do you? Howdy, the name's Gregorio, and I'd sooner run around in a chicken suit than go a day without chess. Want to be on my good side and hear what I have to say? Fine, but first a little chess. Well, this should be interesting. Puzzle number 106, the Knight's Tour. Worth 40 pickrats. Lead the knight on a trip around the board below. Chess knights move 2 squares forward and 1 square perpendicular on each turn. The initial direction can be up, down, left, or right. Move the knight around the entire board, landing on each square only once. Okay. Restart. Restart. I was close. Close again. There's not too much logic to this if it's just going to let me repeat everything over and over. No, restart. I think I almost had that, though. No, if I went there, I could have gone there, but then I would be stuck, I think. Nope, that's a dumb path. Stuck. There we go.
This should do the trick. Ha! Wonderful.
Well done. The Knight's Tour is a classic puzzle that's well known in many countries. Very nice, sonny boy. There's more where that came from, but let's take a breather for now so I can yammer at you. Back in the day, the town was full of aristocratic families, but one day they just up and left. Herzen family is pretty much the only upper crusty family left in town. Alright, just one more scrap. You wanted tea last I talked, but now you're still just talking about avoiding the castle. Nowhere else to go from here. Well, let's go talk to Granny Riddleton. It would be a jerk move, but maybe she found something. I mean, she does look for lost things. Nope.
Jackpot!
Good job, Hamley. Nope, you just have the puzzle. Nope, nope, go away. Hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you. I think I've talked with everybody, though. It's nothing much, just a few scraps of a torn photo. Have you seen anything of the sort? Sounds like garbage to me, but I'm pretty sure I saw one over the gate to the forest. Anyway, I just gotta tell you how amazed I am at the number of out-of-towners I met today. I just met a girl who wanted directions to hers and castles. Now I'm bumping into you two. What was the girl like? She was a cutie pie. Probably in her late teens? I guess she's not with you two then.
We must be talking about Katia, Professor.
She would certainly fit the description. Do you think she's after Duke Hurston's fortune? I didn't get that impression from our brief meeting, but something odd is odd for certain. But enough talk. We've got to let it lead on the location of the final photo scrap. Let's make our way to the forest, the gate, before the wind blows our clue away. The professor and Luke decided to go to the gate at the forest edge to get the last photo scrap. Well, that was convenient. I didn't expect that to work. And you were here all of a sudden. Wilson's used to be home, family's noble birth. The Duke Hurston discovered vast gold deposits on the outskirts of town, which changed everything. Wilson's developed rapidly, but word of the gold brought all sorts of unsavory types. Oh, wait, I did read all that already. I've given her a different voice every time I've seen her, I think. You again.
Oh, so I take it you do want to come inside and look around, no, Oh, look at those red little cheeks. My, but you're shy. Here, try out this puzzle. It'll relax you.
Puzzle number 71. How old is she? 30 picarettes. A boy and a girl are chatting in the local cafe. Looking up from his coffee, the boy says, "You know, I'm 20 now, but back when I was as old as you are now, you were half my current age. Neat, huh?" As you can see, this boy isn't the most concise of speakers, but using what he said, how old is the girl he's chatting with? But back when I was old as you... So... you were half my current age. So back when he was as old as her, she was 10. For some reason, this is... my mind isn't parsing this. Okay. So, 20. Back when I was as old as you, so when X equaled Y... when their 20-year-old equaled Y... she was then 10. Alright, so if she's 15, and he's 20... Wait, does it give me enough information? Something's wrong. My head's going through this weird. How old the girl was back when the boy was as old as you. What relationship does the girl's past age have with the boy's current age? Maybe you already picked up on this, but if you double the girl's age from back when the boy was girls, you get the current. Yes! She was 10. Using the facts in hint 2, you can ascertain the girl was 10. Yes! You just took 3 hints to get to that. When the boy was the girl's current age. Since then, X years have passed. The boy has become 20, and the girl has become her current age. You can find a number of years that, when added to 10 and subtracted from 20, yield the same age. Very close to find the girl's current age. When added to 10 and subtracted from 20, yield the girl the same age. I really don't know. Wait, I for some reason my mind isn't letting me figure this one out. My mind just can't wrap around it. I'll have to worry about it some other time. Oh, hey. Really? That you're still talking about that? Whatever you say, lady. Meanwhile, elsewhere. So you could say he comes to town pretty often. Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. He rides the Military Express for free whenever he wants. I guess you could say he's one of the perks of owning the railway. Oh, and whenever you see him around, you'll like this shabby-looking guy in a conductor's outfit. 9 times out of 10, he's chewing out the conductor guy or something or another. Seems to be searching for something, who knows what, really. Whatever it is, it must be pretty special if the rich guy like him can't buy it. Huh. I still don't see the fuss over the lithium box. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a box. Inspector, pardon me, sir, but I've just received word from headquarters. His alibi checks out. Is that so? That's that, isn't it? Huh. Barton, we've got our man. Gather all the suspects in the hotel and we'll put this case to bed. Hmm? But, sir, if we know who the murderer is, shouldn't we go make an arrest and be done with it? Huh? Barton, sometimes I think you might be the thickest Bobby I've ever met. There's no greater thrill in the life of a law officer than calling out guilty party in front of a crowd. This is the moment the whole case has been building towards. Now gather everyone on the double. Yes, sir. That's interesting. He seems to think he's found the culprit. Talk about a spooky place. Do you think the path beyond the gate leads to the castle, Professor? What I can tell, yes. Gosh, anyone who lives out in the middle of the spooky forest like this must be a little batty. No wonder people think whoever's out there is a vampire. Show a little courage, my boy. Oh, what's this here? Something stuck on the fence. It sure is. It's the last missing piece of the photograph. Now we have a lot of them. Let's see if we can piece the photograph back together. In a puzzle. Puzzle 116. The torn photo. 60 picarettes. Holy cow. Professor Layton and Luke have finally hunted down all 16 pieces of that peculiar photo. Reassemble the pieces to reveal the contents of the image. Rotate a piece by touching the side and spinning it around. Be careful not to reassemble the picture upside down. Maybe this way? Oopsies. Maybe you do go here. No, that doesn't look right. Corner pieces, of course, are what you always go for first. That looks somewhat right, but I mean, we'll find out as we get more pieces stuck together. No. That looks like it fits there. So we know that much. Cool, cool. Not there, not there. Not there, not there. And not the sides either, so down here? No, that doesn't look right either. That doesn't look like it matches up at all. I think I've messed something up already. These corners are probably not right. Not much I can guess. These do match up, right? They do. Okay. No, no. No, no. And there? That matches up. Okay, so we've got part of a corner. That's a good sign. No, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. No. No. But that kind of leaves me out of pieces, doesn't it? Interesting. When we get right down to it, the photo is essentially a jigsaw puzzle. Give yourself a leg up on this puzzle by building the outside edge of the puzzle first. The white rim around the pieces represents the edge of the photo. Okay, so that's not going to give me any useful clues. I thought it was trying to hint that there might be something extra odd about this. That does match up then. Okay, so that matches up. If that matches up, this matches up there. So this corner goes up there, maybe? There we go. So this is probably this corner down here. This is probably not in this corner. Doesn't fit there. Doesn't fit there. So maybe it is? Oh, that does fit there. I guess I'm just really bad at visualizing stuff unless it's right next to its face. Come on, rotate. And the final piece there. Now everything else is just trying to figure out the middle, which is bleh. Bleh, say. Bleh! Vampires. Get it? It's a vampire joke. You'll never understand me or my comedy. That does fit. Okay. Come on. You're close, Haven. There we go. It's not upside down, is it? It specifically told me not to do it upside down.
Here goes. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
You did it! What on earth is it a picture of? It's got the ram head thing going on. There, that's all of it. Gosh, Professor. Luke, were I to venture a guess, I'd say that what we see us before us is the Elysian box.
Oh, look, the design at the top of the box looks the same as the one in the Fountain of Fluorescence.
Yes, I've noticed the resemblance myself. What an unusual emblem. The imagery seems to suggest some sort of demon, doesn't it?
Well, that seems appropriate, doesn't it? I mean, the box did kill poor Dr. Schrader, after all.
Well, perhaps it did and perhaps it didn't. We won't know until we have the actual item in our hands. For now, our best course of action might be to show this photo to the townsfolk and see what they say.
Sounds good to me. Who knows, maybe the photo will help jog someone's memory, or... Ack! What are we gonna do now? The wind blew away out one of the photo pieces.
This is quite the unfortunate turn of events.
That piece missing the emblem looks completely different. Less evil, more like a, frog. That's sort of what I was gonna say, too. It did sort of look like a frog.
Well, if we lose any more pieces, it won't look like much of anything. Let's paste the remaining pieces down so we don't lose any more to the wind.
Alright, torn photo has been discovered.
Goat emblem. A large ominous symbol in the shape of a goat's head decorates the top of the Elysian box. The same symbol can be spotted in some parts of Full Sense. What connection does exist between this town and the box? Professor and Luke decide to continue their investigation in town. Talk to people in town. Professor Layton, sir! Barton, my good man, whatever is the matter? The inspector has found the person responsible for Dr. Schrader's murder. I have strict orders to have round everybody up at the hotel as soon as possible, sir. Understood. We will head there right now. Come, Luke, let's hurry. Professor and Luke decide to return to the hotel. Yeah, I figured it'd be a red herring that you were supposed to search for clues or something. I figured it would be time to go to there. Chapter 6, The Road to Herzen Castle. Oh my. You need some tea.
Now how did that recipe go again?
Having trouble, dear.
Kinda. Trying to remember all the things Mom said could help a cold, but I forgot them. Let's see, I need clover and some kind of leaf, and no fooey, there's one more.
Sounds like your mother was talking about ingredients for tea. I think with what you told us, we might be able to make a cup for you to try if you'd like.
Really, that'd be great.
Good, let's see. We'll need 2 ingredients you mentioned, plus something that works on colds.
Clover and some kind of leaf. Clover.
Oasis leaf.
And tonic flower.
The tea seems like just the thing for driving away the chills when you feel cold coming on.
Maybe so, Professor, but it's a little bitter for my taste.
That's how you know it works, my boy. The Japanese say that good medicine is bitter to the taste.
I think you might be onto something there, Professor. I feel all warm inside now.
Yummy! Marina smiles widely. She seems restored and cheerful.
Thanks, mister. This taste is great. This tea is great. It makes my tummy feel all warm inside. I'm gonna try something like this for Dad. Sometimes when I look at him, he seems so cold and tired. Maybe the garlic fumes from his shop are playing faint tricks on my eyes.
Well, that was sweet of us. Might as well head to the hotel. I can't wait to see what sort of mistake Chelmie's made, and how the professor will prove it false. Oh, shoot. I didn't find a hidden coin there, really?
Tell me what to do,
You seem troubled, madam. May I be of assistance to you?
I'm quite troubled, as a matter of fact, and what's worse, I have no one to turn to.
Well, how would you like a hot cup of tea? If nothing else, it should cheer up your day.
Well, I'm tired of mulling over the issue, so I suppose I could take a break. I may sound picky, but please keep in mind that I have certain preferences. On daily today, I believe a nice strong tea with a pinch of dream fluff is in order.
Pinch of dream fluff, you say? Dream fluff. Strong tea. I have no idea. Oh, it improves circulation. Let's go back to the other lady and give her this. If I can at least. No. Man, I didn't remember her being way over here. Nope, I can't give her the tea. Oh well. I'll try again at some other point. Ah, Mr. Layton, so glad you could finally join us. With you here, we now have very suspect in the murder of Dr. Schrader gathered in this room. A few days ago, renowned archaeologist Dr. Andrew Schrader was found dead in his London home. His murderer is still at large. Look around you. You could very well be sitting next to the culprit. A suspect? Me? Utter nonsense. What reason would I possibly have to kill a man I don't even know? A bit slow on the uptake, eh? Mr. Beluga, every person in this room is after the Elysium box. That box ties each of you to a dead man. So there's no doubt that one of you here did the deed. I'm sure putting this case together has been triumph of police work, Inspector. Tell me, what facts have you unearthed in the last few days? Watch closely now, Mr. Layton. This is how we unravel mysteries in Scotland Yard. You have my full attention, Inspector. Please hypothesize away. I first learned the full sense through evidence obtained in the late doctor's office, where in his notes Schrader spent quite some time in town researching the Elysium box. When I learned that he died shortly after returning home to London, everything came into focus. I believe our criminal first bugged Doctor when he was inquiring about the Elysium box here in town. Spying a chance to obtain the coveted box, the fiend followed the Doctor to London and murdered him. Oh, now that's a deduction worthy of London's finest. So out with it then, who's our man? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. To summarize, the culprit must have been in full sense before. What's more, that person must have also had the ability to travel freely between here and London. Now, as we all know, only those affiliated with Military Express have that ability. Now all eyes turn to Mr. Beluga, eh? Well, turn them back. Mr. Beluga stated he was in London conducting business that day and his alibi checked out. Huh? But if it's not Mr. Beluga... That's right, our murderer stands before us. His name is Sammy Thunder! What? You gotta be kidding, man. I know Mr. Beluga has ordered you to turn over every last stone in town to find the Elysium box. He worked you like a dog and you resented that treatment. So you decided you'd beat him to the punch and make off with his precious box. This is an outrage! Samuel, what do you have to say for yourself? I'm being framed. You're out of your gourd, man. Now I see why the box eluded me for so long. You've been holding out on me, Samuel. No, I haven't. I swear on my favorite leather pants. Come on, Uncle, you know me. I never do anything that crazy. You'll have plenty of time to tell me your story back in London, from a cell. Now come along. So it was the conductor, after all. I didn't think he had it in him. But at least we can all rest easy now. Professor, do you really think Sammy could have committed such an awful crime? Well, all we have to go on is the single torn photograph recovered from the doctor's room. Oh, so that's the Elysium box. Wow, very fancy. I like the cute goat design on top. I'm sorry, what? Oh my. Flora. Thank you, Flora. I knew something didn't feel quite right, but thanks to you it's all come into focus. Really? Do tell, Professor.
Oh, come on, officer, man. My only crime is rocking. And rocking ain't a crime. Yow! Let me go.
You come along quietly if you know what's good for you. Just a moment, Inspector Chelney. We've all committed a large and rather unfortunate oversight. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something right now, Layton?
Where are you going with this, Professor?
No one here has ever seen the Elysium box that we've been looking for. The one and only piece of visual evidence we possess is this torn photograph. And get to the point. The point is this, Inspector. The only person who could know what the Elysium box looks like is the suspect you're after. And it is this person who must have stolen the box in the first place. Yes, and I've got the slippery fellow right here.
Ow! Take it easy, officer.
Pipe down, you hooligan.
And watch the hair, will ya? Wow!
Sorry to disappoint, but he's not the culprit.
Score.
What?
Score!
Stop talking in circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs? Isn't it obvious? If the criminal does indeed reside in our midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian box in person, which means the culprit. Must be you there.
What? Flora!
Because it's not
Inspector,
actually
look here.
Flora.
That's the photo I dropped. Indeed. This, for those who don't know, is a piece of evidence recovered by the inspector. It's a photo of the Elysian box, and I have every confidence that this shot depicts the real thing. So, this little knick-knack here is what started the whole mess? Well, to be honest, it's a bit outlandish for my taste. What with the bizarre frog head on it.
Aha!
I see you've put the pieces together too, Luke. Inspector, the emblem decorating the top of this box depicts not a frog, but a goat. A goat? Not by my eyes it doesn't. That's just it. This photograph is missing the piece containing the goat's eyes. In its current form, the image looks like a frog to most people, as was the case with you, Inspector. Flora, dear, I believe you said the design looked like a cute goat, did you not? Well, that clears things up nicely. If you say you saw a goat, that must mean you've seen the real Elysian box before. Who are you really? Well played, Layton.
Of course it's him.
I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise again.
Seriously, dude? You must be the master of disguise. Curse you, Layton! Curse you and that foppish hat of yours! Don Paolo. I beat you to the box, and given a little more time, I could have beaten you to cracking its secret. And of course, the hearse and fortune would have been mine! But that ship has sailed now. So you're the one who had the Elysium box all along. Another brilliant deduction from Layton's apprentice. Clearly he's learned from the best. But yes, you're right, little man. I stole it off that old fool while he was snoozing on the floor. Big geezer probably caught a cold sleeping on the ground like that. Not that I care one iota. Snoozing? Dr. Schrader wouldn't sleep on the floor. Hey, wait a second, if you've been posing as Flora, then where's the real Flora? Oh, she's probably making hay angels with the cows in that old dropstone barn I left her in. Or maybe she's sitting there fuming because you bumblers didn't even notice we switched places. But I must thank you two dolts for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I'm so close to unlocking the secret of the Elysium box. Now I only need merely take the box to the... Hold it right there, you scoundrel. Ah! I've got a lot of questions, and you'll answer once we've escorted you to London. What do you think you're doing? Ha! Got you, slippery devil. Oof, you meddlesome oaf! You have no idea how slippery I can be. Oh! Won't just stand there, the worm's getting away. Fool! You really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like yourself could catch me? So long, Layton. Think you can give me the slip, eh? I'll catch you yet. Oh, wait for me, Inspector. Wow, look at three of them shake a leg. I didn't think they had it in them. I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo could have been posing as Flora, and for so long. I sure hope the real Flora's okay. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. Of course we won't. Now I'm sure Flora's having a grand old time playing with the cows. Another thing I can't get out of my head is what Dr. Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. Don Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. The way he was talking, it didn't sound like he killed Dr. Schrader. If he didn't, who did? I think you're spot on there, Luke. Something here else is responsible for Doctor's death. Right now, I'd say the Elysian box is key to learning what that something was. I guess we've reached a dead end. Only Don Paolo hadn't run off with the... Professor, look! Seriously? He just dropped the box? No, that had to have been on purpose. He can't be that much of an idiot. Well, look at that. Don Paolo must have dropped it when he was running from Inspector Chelmy. So this is it. The Elysian box. At last, the box. Inside sleeps the key to uncovering a massive family fortune. I beg your pardon, sir. Mr. Layton, I'm going to ask you to hand over that box now. As son of the late Duke Herzen, I am the rightful owner of that box. That box belongs to the Herzens? You hard of hearing, boy. Inside the box is the key to cracking the secret to the Herzen fortune. Seeing as how I share the bloodline, that box should pass into my hands and no one else's. Oh my, that does change things. I suppose we'll have to. Mr. Beluga, listen to yourself. You're no more entitled to the box than I am, or any other person in this room for that matter. You listen here, Porter. It's none of your business, so I suggest you keep your opinions to yourself. No, I'm sorry, but I will stand by and watch you claim that box is your own. If anyone has a rightful claim to that box, it's the current Duke of Flosens himself. Besides, I've heard about you. You turned your back on this town and left of your own free will. In my book, you claimed the fortune was lost the day you walked out of Flosens. Oh, is that so? You've got some nerve, buddy. If what Krantz said is true, I'm afraid I can't hand this box over to you in good conscience, sir. Hey, Unko, what do you say we give up chasing this box? Keeping stuff on DL is exhausting. Won't you tell me how to run my affairs, Samuel? You've forgotten who signs your paychecks. I never even wanted to be a conductor in the first place. Plus, playing Airboy is getting old, man. It's more than a guy like me can take. Sammy Thunder wasn't born to work a 9-to-5 gig. Sammy Thunder was born to rock! Hey world, I'm climbing back on the rock train and riding into the top. Yo! Huh? Samuel, what are you babbling on about? Come back here at once! I'm sorry, Mr. Beluga, but I think I'll have to hold on to this box for a moment. Fine, do what you want! Hope this awful box crushes all of you twice over. Well, we found the box! The villain who made off with the Elysian box was none Don Paolo, brilliant scientist and self-proclaimed nemesis to Professor Layton. Find riches associated with the antique and disguised himself as Flora and tailed Layton and Luke. Beluga's search. Beluga was searching for the Elysian box, which he believed would clue him in on the location of the Herzen family fortune. Remember the Herzen family, he felt entitled to the family riches, though some people in Folsens disagree strongly. So it seems Don Paolo wasn't responsible for the doctor's death in the end. Maybe it really was the Elysian box's fault after all. Yes, it sounds like the doctor had already collapsed by the time Don Paolo arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain a lethal element that killed the doctor. Without seeing the box's effect in action, how can we be sure? Surely you don't mean... I do, Luke. We must open the box ourselves. It's the only way. Please, just hold on a moment. Huh? Katia? Is there any way I can convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance. Before I do that, I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you? I'm sorry, it's not for me to say. I must deliver the box to somebody important. I must. Who is this person? I can't tell you anymore. Once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. This will end, and everything will be over and done with, and he'll... Whatever do you mean, dear? Help! Somebody, anybody, come quick! Somebody else just got taken away to Herzen Castle. The vampire's gonna suck his blood, and then he's gonna steal his soul. Might have to be him. Why? He was such a stand-up guy, too. What? No, that's impossible. Wait, Katia, where are you running off to? Wow, she left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her. Do you know what she was talking about? I feel like I could only follow half of what she said. I'm as confounded as you are, Luke. But after this discussion, I'm doubly sure that the box contains a greater secret. The path to understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening this box seems like the only course of action left to us. Understood, Professor. Good. Let's take this to our rooms so we can open the box away from prying eyes. Professor and Luke decide to head up to their room in the hotel. Next time. So, went a little bit over my normal time. That's okay. These things happen. The mystery deepens. It gets very interesting. I don't know how much is left in the game. We'll find out on Thursday. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you folks next time.